Welcome to Learn the Clock application. This app has been designed to help to tell time in different languages. No matter you want to learn telling time in your own mother tongue, or you want to learn it in a foreign language. This is also good for especially children who are not familiar with analog clocks. The first time you open the app, you need to choose the language you want the app texts and navigators be. Then you will see a mini tutorial explaining main parts of the app. The first two sections are for practicing telling time in analog or digital clocks. The lower part is for testing yourself. On top right of the screen, you can choose the level of learning from 1 to 4. Opening the menu on top left, you can choose the language you want to learn how to tell time in. Another part of the menu is View Achievements from Testing section. If you wanted to switch the app language, the language of text, you can do it from here. Now we will look at all parts with more details. Let's say you are in the home page. You want to learn telling time and reading an analog clock. But looking at top, we can see it is about telling time in Norwegian. Assuming that you want to tell time in another language, for example English, we will go to the menu and change the language we want to tell time in. Okay, let's change it to English. Now we can approve here that we're going to learn telling time in English. First, when you open the analog clock, you can choose on top right the level you want to start with. For example, going with level 1, the minute hand, which is the red one, will move by steps of 30 minutes. You can also move the hour hand. Moving the clock hands, you can see the time in digital format and also in text down here. You can also hear the pronunciation of the chosen time by touching on the green audio icon. Now let's go to level 2. As it is written, the minute hand will move by steps of 15 minutes now. As it was explained, you can practice telling the time by touching on the green audio icon. Levels 3 and 4 have the same way of learning, but this time with steps of 5 minutes and 1 minute for the minute hand. Change the time on the analog clock and see the time in digital format and written text, in addition to listening to its audio. Practice with different levels as many times and as many days until you feel confident with telling the time. But it is not over. Many people have used to digital clocks and prefer to start telling the time looking at digital clocks. To do so, we'll go back to home page and select the second part, which is digital clock. Here you can swipe the numbers for hour and minute. Swiping up and down, the time will change and the analog clock will change accordingly. It's the same as before, but this time the digital clock has the control over analog clock. Now you can again read the time in written format and listen to the audio. Just remember that the levels do exist here too. So if you switch to level 3, the minutes will change by 5 steps. Let's now go back to the home page to look at the items of the menu. You can see on top of the screen that your username is user1 by default. To change it, you can open the menu on top left and then click on the first item right below the active username. Here you can write any username you prefer. For example, let's say we want to change the username into my name. Then save the new username. If you want to add a new username to separate, for example, two people's activities, or just starting from scratch for another language, click on the third item in the menu and define a new user. For example, user2. To switch between users, go to the menu and click on the second item. Here you can choose the user you want to be active right now. Just to make it comparable, I will change the first username back to user1. If you've noticed, on top right of menu, there is a language name which is the language you want to learn telling time in. Here you can switch between available languages which might differ from what you see here depending on the application's version. Switching to Norwegian, you'll notice the change at the home page. Now everything is similar to what I explained before, but this time the text and audio are in the chosen language, in this example Norwegian. Let's go back to learn telling time in English. The third section at home page is named Test Yourself. Here you'll have the opportunity to practice telling time and reading the clock. Opening it, you will see a time written in text on top of the screen. You can also click on the green audio icon to listen to it.
3 o'clock.
There are 3 hearts which show you have 3 opportunity to do mistake. But don't be worried, the hearts will be recovered if you lose all 3. Here again you will do the test in 4 different levels which can be changed on top right. Your task is to show the time written on top by moving the analog clock's hands. When you adjusted the hands, click on the check button to see if your answer was correct. Sometimes by giving the correct answer, you also unlock a badge. In this case, beginner badge. Now you can choose to go to the next question or go to home page. Let's go to the home page and check the 4th item in the menu to see the unlocked badges. Here you can see the badges you have unlocked and colored, in this case only the beginner badge, and all other badges waiting for you to achieve them in gray. In this screen there is also a table showing some of your records in each of 4 levels, such as points you got so far, the number of correct answers, percentage of correct answers, and the fastest time. Now we'll try test again, but this time in another level, for example level 4 which had 1 minute step. As you can see, the ask time is now not as easy as before. Let's move the hands so that the clock shown the correct time. Clicking on the button below the screen you can see I got 2 new badges, Rubber and Rabbit, which both are relevant to answering fast enough. Going to next challenge, I'll get a new time. But what if I show the time incorrect? Let's check it out. As you can see, analog clock is not showing time written on top. In this case, I will get a message and will lose a heart. But I will have the opportunity to try the same question again. Now I am going to change the level to level 1. As you can see, the time is easier to set. If you have enough practice, you can do it very fast. In this case, I got a new badge named Horse. I want to see the achievements again. So going back to the menu and checking the badges. On top, there is a progress bar that's simply showing how many of the badges you have unlocked so far. Table shows the results of 3 levels I have tried. In addition to the fastest record you got, the second and third fastest record of yours is also logged and shown in this table. By clicking on the badges, you will see how to unlock each of them. In general, badges are in 4 categories. How fast have you been, like the horse badge? How much score have you earned, like student badge? Your consistency in testing yourself over more days, like olive tree badge. And how many correct answers have you had in one day, like silver? As you can guess, all the achievements are for the selected user. So, if you go back and switch to another user, surely these badges are not unlocked for that one. In this way, you can separate different activities of yours, or activities of different people using the same phone. Thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy the app.